Hey everyone, it's Steve Camp here from Quarantine Fitness. I'm just doing a recap on our episode today, episode 5. It was absolutely phenomenal. We Some of the topics we went over today was what you guys do or what we like to do for summer programming and some of our honest opinions about it and what client experiences have happened to us. Another thing we went over is one of the biggest things that we go into when it comes to the summer is going to be around like six packs and hey, how can I get shredded or how can I get a flat stomach? That's one of the topics and our opinions about it. I'm going to kind of show and talk about some of those things later on in another video. But the main thing I want to discuss is our third topic today, which is going to be some daily nutritional habits, things you can create not only for the seasonal events like summer or for a vacation of some sort, but for the long haul. So some of the things I do and some of the things we discussed about is one of the main things actually before we even get into that is just everything in moderation. It's got to be simplified. It's got to be something you can actually get into right away. It can't be something that is asking too much and then all of a sudden you're right off the bat, you're not really into it and you're not going to succeed. So I'm going to give you my 3 things that I've created for myself, and you've probably seen it all over, but that I feel like are the habits both on nutritional, physical, mental well-being for the long haul that have helped me over the years, not just teach myself, but teach my clients. So number one that I believe is the most important is going to be water. All right. Now, this falls under the category of nutritional for me. Uh, I know a lot of people are at home right now in front of the computer, and a day can just slip by. You're on your phone, even where all of a sudden you look down and you've been on the computer for 4.5 hours. You haven't even eaten lunch. You haven't even thought about drinking water. So, what I recommend is something that you can take on. I like to set a timer or something that kind of is a signal for me that, hey, an hour has gone by. I'm going to have a glass of water, 8 ounces or so. Okay, so that's one of those things that I feel like is the biggest thing because 60% to 70% of our body is made up of water, and that actually helps us when we get more physical and everything else, and also helps us with our mental well being. Now, the next thing I want to get into that's most important for me is sleep. I can't tell you enough, even when I'm training, depending on how intense I get, and even when I'm not really intense, I like to put the fact of sleep is probably the most important after water. That's why I put it at number 2 to me than anything else. Turn off your cell phones, turn off your laptops, get your favorite Netflix show done with. I all know we love Tiger King and all these great shows on right now, but it's time to kind of just reflect, maybe take a quick shower before, get nice and cozy, then get in, get everything out of the way, you kiss your significant other or hug your pillow, whatever you got to do, but really hone in on just kind of being. I think that's a really important mental state for a lot of people that it's really hard to overcome right now with everything that's coming at us, and especially what's going on in the world today. So I think it's just really important to get that sleep in for so many different purposes. The last and final thing I'm going to say that actually I thought was not going to be as helpful because I do have a lot of people, including myself, who I'm around where, we are fitness enthusiasts and we are really gung-ho about our programming and everything else. But man, I can't tell you enough how this is important to me more than anything else. And that is walking. Me and my wife, when she's done with her day, that's usually around like 5:15, and this can be different for everybody, but we walk. We set some time out for each other. It's not over demanding. It's simple, 10 minutes, 15 minutes around the block. I can't tell you how important this is when it comes to just a simple physical activity as much as a decompression state of mind. And it brings us closer together too, to be honest with you. It's something where we can reflect and we can kind of talk about our days or talk about how we feel about what the world is going through right now or just where we see things are going. And I'm sure you have someone out there you love to go on a walk with or you can FaceTime with or talk with while you're on your walk and kind of just get away from everything else in the world that's going on, or maybe just away from your kids at that moment. Maybe they're at homeschool and you're like, hey, I've just had enough. I just need to go on a walk, whatever the population you may fall under. So those are my 3 things that I feel like are easy to implement. They're not seasonal. They're not fads. You've probably heard them a bazillion times, but I can't tell you how important they are for me and how much of an effect they can make on you. So with that being said, Thank you so much for listening to this video. Stay tuned. We got more episodes, more content coming from Quarantine Fitness. Come join us on Friday at noon. We have a live interaction, Q&A. Everything's posted on our platform. You can check out the episodes on our YouTube page. Okay, stay tuned, stay healthy, stay safe. This is Steve Camp. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you very much.